Hello, this is KMVC News. I'm Crystal Adams. Missouri Valley College has active shooter drills every year, and that training was put into practice on October 3rd as Valley and Marshall High School were placed on lockdown after an incident occurred just off campus. KMVC's Nick Fields reports on the community effort for emergency preparedness.
Sirens began to ring out at Missouri Valley College, and a campus-wide lockdown was put into effect after Vice President of Student Affairs Heath received word from Marshall Police that there was a shooting at a house less than a block from campus.
So the school went on lockdown because we had information that there was a shooting that was at the 1100 block Olson, which is right across College Street from college property, and that the shooter was potentially on the loose.
Morgan says that the ultimate goal of locking down campus is to make sure Valley students are secure.
We just want to make sure that everybody's safe and secure the best we can, which is to shelter in place. So that means that we know that people won't be walking around through campus, that the doors should be locked, the classroom should be secure. So that's our reasoning for locking down.
Sergeant Roger Gibson of the Marshall Police Department says when it is determined that Valley was going to be released from lockdown.
Once we figured out the pieces and found out, oh, okay, this is just isolated to this family for whatever reason, or it's isolated just because these guys were in an argument before and he's come back to take care of this matter. Whatever it is, if we know it's just contained there and then we have pretty good information that they've already fled, they're no longer a threat in our area, then they may be released at that time too.
Missouri Valley College and Marshall Police will continue to work hand in hand to keep Valley students and staff safe. Nick Fields, KMVC News.
The investigation into the shooting is still ongoing, and anyone with more information about the incident are encouraged to contact the Marshall Police Department. The Student Employment Program is built to assist students in meeting their financial obligations while providing hands-on career building opportunities. Students with the need for money take advantage of this beneficial opportunity, while other students are unaware the program exists. KMVC's Erica Moreno reports on how many students actually take care of work study.
Tabitha Anderson is the Student Coordinator Accounting Assistant for Missouri Valley College. Anderson says that they began the year with over 600 work study positions. At this time, they now have between 250 to 275 work study employees.
For work study, I have approximately 40 to 45 students who work for me. At the beginning of the semester, they're able to pick their schedule, whatever works for them. So I'm really flexible on working around their sports and things like that.
At the moment this semester, we have about 30 students, and we pretty much have all new students. They work anywhere from 4 to 7 hours in a week. We're open from 7:30 a.m. in the morning to midnight. So there's lots of time for them to work. This year we've had a big influx. We went from maybe having almost 15 last year to almost 30 this year. So I think the students this year have really understood that this is a great way to make some extra cash.
The supervisors are flexible with students who have other responsibilities, such as sports or other activities. They are allowed to work 4 to 7 hours a week. Erica Moreno, KMVC News.
Students are still able to go to the accounting office to fill out applications and check their work study eligibility. Graduation is 7 months away. Many Missouri Valley College seniors are taking a look at life after college. For some, that means hitting the workforce, but it means continuing education for others. So the honors program hosted a graduate and professional workshop for students to get them headed in the right direction.
Some students have plans to go to graduate school, but are not exactly sure how to get there. This workshop helps by providing students with valuable information about the requirements to go, how to prepare, and what students should look for. Students were involved in 2 different sessions. The first session was to obtain and gather information about master's programs and how different programs have different test requirements. Next, students had breakout sessions where they went in another room, sat down with a mentor, and worked on creating and writing down an individual plan to get to graduate school.
I feel like it's important to have a master's degree today because there's such a huge field and there's so many educators in the world.
Obtaining a master's degree can help students have some competitive edge while looking for careers.
You need to have an advantage, or you need to have a higher education to have more opportunities.
This workshop gave students a chance to voice their situation, ask some questions, and gain some insight about where they stand and what they have left to do in preparation to go to grad school. The workshop took place at Missouri Valley College in the Malcolm Center upstairs in the Bacon Room, which gave students lots of space to spread out and work.
The Student Success Center is also available to students who want to start planning and seeking career opportunities after college. NAIA student athletes have a maximum eligibility status of 4 seasons and 10 semesters to compete in a sport. Students who use all of their eligibility can continue their education at the school at which they played. Missouri Valley All-American wrestler Jesse Gomez is one athlete who used all of his college eligibility. KMVC's Scott Beasley reports Gomez is still a part of the Missouri Valley College wrestling team, not as a student athlete, but as a coach, a student coach.
The students that come to Missouri Valley College come here on an athletic scholarship. They're also here to finish up their sports, but also graduate with a bachelor's degree.
Well, anytime you can have a guy with his experience still hang around, for a 5th year to help coach, that's awesome because they've been through all the wars. He's been a 4-time All-American. He understands what it takes to be an All-American, so he can impress that wisdom off to the next generation. And on top of that, it gives you a great wrestling partner, a guy that is pretty dominant. So if you can hang with him, then you're going to be able to hang with the other ones in your weight class as you go forward into the year. But I've been fortunate over the career to have guys like Jesse that have stayed with us for a year, and help augment the coaching staff, so to speak.
Gomez says being a coach is fun. He likes to be a part of this, and it's something that he can see himself doing in the near future.
Get as many people on that All-American podium, national champs as I can. Giving them every piece of advice that I've learned through failure, winning, through all situations I've been through. I'm here to teach the kids this.
For the students that come to Missouri Valley College, their main goals are to come to Missouri Valley College and compete at a high level, becoming an All-American, and also coming out with a bachelor's degree. Scott Beasley, KMVC News.
Gomez is on track to graduate in May 2020. He plans to continue coaching while earning a master's degree at Missouri Valley College. Missouri Valley College designated October 11th as Bahamian Pride Day in the wake of Hurricane Dorian. KMVC's Anna Babiak reports on how campus showed its support for the Bahamas.
The Bahamas experienced a Category 5 hurricane on September 1st, impacting the homes of Bahamian students at Missouri Valley. To commemorate those affected by this disaster, students were encouraged to wear gold, blue, and black.
Human Pride Day is really remembering persons who were affected by Hurricane Dorian. It's remembering those who have lost lives, remembering those who would have lost everything due to the effects of the hurricane.
Daxon has been an activist in the school's hurricane relief project since a week after Hurricane Dorian hit.
It's knowing that the campus community cares what happened to your country, It's realizing that there's people far away from whom that cares what's happening around the world, especially in Bahamas. And that's giving me that sense of hope and relief that I'm safe, I'm fine. I'm feeling love from an extended family, and that it's going to be all right.
Bahamian Pride Day was a reminder that the effects of Hurricane Dorian are still evident. Anna Babiak, KMVC News.
The Missouri Valley College Students Activity Department is accepting donations of canned goods, water, toiletries, first aid kits, and other supplies as part of the Hurricane Relief Project for the Bahamians. The NAIA says it has more than 65,000 student athletes among 251 colleges across the nation. Within that number, a select few outstanding athletes are honored as All-Americans. KMVC's Chardonnay Parker reports on how Missouri Valley celebrates those select honorees.
Spike, get it ahead to Plummer.
As an athlete, one of the highest achievements and awards you can get is becoming an All-American. All-American Awards are given annually to the most outstanding athletes in their respective sports.
We came up with this idea of an All-American Plaza just outside of the entrance of football stadium so that we could showcase not only football All-Americans but all the All-Americans.
This year, Missouri Valley honored 5 All-American athletes: Jessica Gunderson, Jack Smith, Jesse Gomes, Dalton Tipton,
Tipton is wrestling now.
and Larry Plummer.
The tie, got it, basket's good, he's going to be fouled.
All-American is like, it's hard, but if you keep pushing, that was my goal, to keep pushing and to make my dream come true, or my goal, so that's what I did.
Machholz says that the All-American Plaza is a place to show that hard work does pay off. Chardonnay Parker, KMVC News.
Bricks for All-Americans are added every year following that player's final year of competition. The bricks includes the name, sport, and year or years. That was the student that was an All-American. The Missouri Valley College Theater and Dance Collaboration class is taking a trip to Scotland to perform its show. KMVC's Ruya Sakamoto reports how the Fine Arts Fall Showcase is getting the students ready for their overseas performance.
Missouri Valley College Theatre and Dance Program are collaborating together for performing at the Edinburgh Festival Fringe in Scotland in August 2020. They held a workshop for kids from kindergarten to 12th grade to interact with the community and improve the process of the performance.
So it was a fundraiser for the students going to Scotland, and then we wanted to give kids an opportunity to sort of go through the process that we're going through. So we did some different exercises that the students have been doing in their class to generate ideas and concepts to build the show that they'll be taking to Scotland.
7 students are participating for the performance in Scotland. Morgan says she takes this opportunity to expand the perspective of the students.
It's just a great platform to see what's happening in the world. There's high school students, there's college students, there's professionals. So our students will have the opportunity to see a lot of work in a very condensed time frame. We're there for 2 weeks, and there's performances happening from morning to night in 300 different venues the entire time. So they'll get tons of exposure to what's happening in the world at the moment, and then people will get to see what they're doing.
MVC Theatre and Dance team performed with the participants of the workshop at the showcase. Students gained the quality of performance for the festival in Scotland by teaching what they learn in classes. Yuya Sakamoto, KMVC News.
The students are showcasing their performance in the Eccleston Maybe Theatre in early April 2020 before they take off to Scotland. Midterms are right around the corner, so Missouri Valley College Greek Life hosted an event to break up study sessions. Games, music, and food made up this year's fall festival. The event took place at Missouri Valley College outside on the quad on October 7th. There were games such as beanbag toss, badminton, and ring toss. There was also food and drinks available like hot chocolate, caramel apples, and cookies. This gave students time to mingle and have fun, all while listening to music. And that's KMVC News for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Crystal Adams.